Crap. All right, guys, welcome back to Put a Ring on It. It's me and the D and the E, and we gonna do what it do over here, okay?
Okay.
I ain't got time for the extra stuff. I know I'm exhausted and tired, ready to love is over with, child. I need a break. Anyway, here we go. My child, I gonna care. I had the schedule wrong. Y'all gonna watch the replay. All things are the things. It's the weekend. Watch it when you wash your clothes. You know it is what it is. Let's get to the thing of the things. What's going on, Dino? What's going on?
What is going on? These folks is crazy on here.
Girl, hold on. Let me do the what especially old girl laugh. You know what she reminds me of? She reminds me of Wilma from the Flintstones.
Yeah, with the laugh. I was
Yes.
wondering where I couldn't quite put my finger on the laugh, but like I went back and looked and
Or Fran.
I know y'all
Okay.
wasn't feeling me last week, but I swear she talks like Tamar, Braxton, and she's given me, Cardi B in 20 years. I'm just saying.
I could not figure out what she gave me, but I was thinking Fran from the nanny.
Mm-hmm. 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 I can see it.
I was like, oh girl.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good reference for the laugh, most definitely.
I was like, I don't want to be mean, but Lord Jesus. Every time she laughed, I was like, what is happening? Is her laugh gonna become more of a character than the actual show? Probably so. Go ahead, Mama. Give her a quick recap. What
Okay,
real quick.
so they finished this whole Ricky and Kat narrative about him not being able to miss her because she overdoing stuff in the house. So they figure out they got to get some type of family schedule together so she not there doing everything and she can go out and do more of her own thing. And then they announced that everybody is going to be going on the dates within the same place. So each couple will be at a different place, but they partner will be there on a double date, or so it's like double date at the same place. So um Kat and Marcus and Ricky and Sheila, they go bowling. Kat wasn't even thinking about Ricky, and she was eating food from Marcus, and they was talking about priorities and life partners, yada yada, whatever. Ricky was kind of staring at them the whole time, and he was kind of confused about what was going on. And Sheila tried to, get him to zone back into their date. Zay and what's that girl's name? Jasmine. They went on a date to some fancy restaurant. I really didn't like the date that Zay had. She seemed like she was a little disrespectful. He was disrespectful when they first came to the house by talking about her looks and whatnot. Her date, he seemed like he was cool and he was dressed nice, but I ain't exactly sure if he actually dates women or not. I'm on the fence on that one. And then Joya and Jasha, they had workout dates with Brittany and Jacoby, and it was a whole hot mess. And I believe at some point before I dozed off, Jacoby and Jasha was having a verbal words, altercation with each other and whatnot. So that's what I got.
I'm gonna say this. In my opinion, I really feel like the ones that left the show needed to leave the show because they
Mm-hmm.
didn't. They just. It seemed like when they left, it seemed like, in my opinion, they all seemed to gel really well or something like that. I can't really explain it. Um, they gel more on this season or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, this season. I mean, the people that's left. But I would have to admit, Cat. It's something about Cat. What are your thoughts on Cat, especially after this
Well, I
episode?
mean, here's the thing. I think it's like dangling. I said this last week. It's like dangling a steak in front of a hungry lion. First of all, they probably can't, get down like they want to get down because there's too many people in the house. I've been in the situation before. Um, and you're limited for your alone time. Then there's some you saying, he's saying he don't have a chance to miss her. He go out and do his thing. She's stuck at the house all the time or whatever. So now she's going on this date with Marcus, and he's touching on her, and he's complimenting her, and he's feeding her food, and he not my type, but he's a handsome man. So the way she was licking her tongue out and drooling over him on the first
Girl,
date, and then the way that he was like, "You want to get out of here?" on the second date, and she was all ready to go. Not to mention he's, what's presented to us is a catch because he got his own real estate thing going on or whatever. He don't have no kids. His pro to con ratio is very positive for the pros. He don't have no baby mama drama baggage, to come with. So they could essentially start a new relationship and have a clean slate. Now Ricky feel like, he got the end because, they think is built on 10 years of friendship. However, that could be like a double-edged sword because when you've been friends with somebody for 10 years, but you're not dating, they know all of your bad relationships. You know all their bad relationships. You probably know about the times they did jacked up mess and swept it under the rug and hope they didn't get caught. Now you dating them, so you wondering what they hiding behind the closet or under the bed on you, and it kind of you don't have that clear slate to be like, okay, well, if they said that this what it is this what it is, but then you like, I remember 8 years ago, he was telling his ex-wife he was on the phone with his cousin when he was on the phone with me talking about how bad their marriage was. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
there's that. So I don't know. I mean, they might make it, but honestly, she moved from Dallas to Atlanta to be with him. She definitely need to focus more on, her career and her business and whatnot. And he need to take his own son to practice because he ain't got no real job.
Well, I don't know what he did. He kind of give me DJ vibes, but
Hmm.
I do feel like that she has. Hey, Justin, the T baby. I just feel like that she just doesn't have her life. She seemed to be flourishing on another date with somebody else.
Right. And
Did you notice that?
he could be diminishing her shine. You know what I'm saying? And I think some men like that. You know what I'm saying? Where they're the bigger personality and they want their woman to be, behind them, not beside them, and definitely not in front of them. Um, so I don't know if that's something to do with maybe because his ex-wife is in the entertainment or industry of whatever means that he wants somebody that's going to be more behind the scenes or whatnot. I don't know, but I mean, whatever he got going on, he got a couple of different Instagram pages, not a whole lot of followers before they got on the show or whatever. So I don't really think that his whatever it is he's doing is very lucrative. I think they're with his parents for financial purposes.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Is what I'm gonna say about them. I think that I don't know the way Cat was. It was very disturbing. I felt bad watching her, girl. I don't know.
Hmm.
When your man watch another man put his face in your chest and he don't move, there's a problem. He put his
Yeah.
face in her chest to lick whatever.
Yeah, some
And
of the sauce off, some non-existent sauce, because she had on
girl,
the white shirt, and it wasn't no sauce on that shirt, unless it was a crumb that I happened to miss. But yeah, so
mm,
I just felt like Ricky was like, "Hey, it's whatever. She
he
gonna come
was.
home to me."
I don't know if he care. I'm sorry. I feel like he gave more attention to Sheila.
I mean, he was looking. I think he was, peeping game or whatever. I just really feel like he's one of those, that we've run across before. You know what I'm talking about? Where,
Yes.
10 years, 14 years, 12 years, and they just feel like, I'm the shiznit and ain't nobody going nowhere.
hmm Well, I I do believe that's probably the case, but I just think that he vibe more with Sheila than he do with his own girlfriend.
And you know what? One of the things about this is it's like, is whatever you got going on, worse, so to speak,
Right.
continuing on, or can you be happy somewhere else? Because, of course, when you've been together 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, whatever, you do start to get complacent. Things that you desire, you don't voice as much as you used to. And part of that is because it's like, okay, do I want to be alone? The dating pool has pee in it. Do I want to start this process all over again, asking what's your favorite color, what's your sign, how many kids you got, how many you know what I'm saying? Like, do I really want to start this whole process over again, or do I want to just kind of sort of fix what I got? Maybe what I got is kind of fixable or whatever. And so I do feel like, in those type of situations, then this process kind of does say, hey, this is what it's like going out dating, other people. Like, is it going to be a bad experience? Like, oh, I'm so thankful that I have what I have because it's scary out here in these streets. Or is it, okay, I didn't went out, I know I can find somebody who's going to treat me the way I need to be valued, they're going to listen to me, they not gonna flip on me, they not coming with all this drama and excess baggage, and overall it's a more healthier relationship that I can find somewhere else. Even if it's not with this person, I know that there's a possibility of a stronger, healthier, less toxic, whatever you want to call it, relationship outside of the walls that I'm here with this person that I've been with for so long, and I've got complacent, and I don't know any better, I don't think I can do any better, or things of that nature. So I think for somebody like Kat, this is going to be helpful because I mean, I don't know what she was doing or whatever in Dallas, but clearly that wasn't working.
Okay, I'm
And
back.
okay, yeah. So clearly that wasn't working in the whole Dallas thing. And
Hmm.
then they decided to, rekindle the romantic aspect of their
Oh,
friendship
you talking
or
about
whatever.
Cap?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
talking
because she
about,
from the
yeah.
D.
I was
Hmm.
just saying, like, it like the purposes of this is good for, basically letting people know what the dating pool is like. Do I want to stay with what I got, or is there a potential to find something better out in the streets that's can
Okay, well, I can see
value
that,
me?
Dina. I see that because you were actually dating while you have a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever it is. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to get back out there? I actually like how you put that because essentially, if you decide to say, I'm gonna go ahead and roll out or whatever I'm gonna do, you're gonna start dating in a single life. And do you really want to go back out there again? Because,
Mm-hmm.
girl, it's a lot, and I can
Right. And a
tell.
lot of people are like, okay, I got 3 years in. It's like a pros and cons. I got three
Yeah.
years in over here. Is what's out in the streets better than what I got over here? Or can what I got over here be worked on and corrected? And so, but in some cases, I think people also need to know like what you're lacking in your relationship. If the other person is not willing to correct it, then there is somebody out there that would be able to love you and treat you with respect and give you the things that you desire, that you're not just holding on to or putting your desires on the back burner because you don't want to lose this person, like with Joya and Jasha. Even
Mm,
though they're both already parents, um if she wants a child, then she wants a child. If he's
yeah,
not willing to give you one, then, I'm not saying go date a random bum on the street, but there's somebody out there that'll give you one.
I agree.
In worst case scenario, you can go down to the clinic and buy some.
Look, that whole thing when she had that red on, first of all, that red was everything. And
Mm-hmm.
the other girl, I was like, I don't see competition. And not just my opinion, I feel bad. But I was just like,
No, because
Tiffany.
she's given easy.
Mm,
That how they always say anything worth having ain't easy. You know what
mm-hmm.
I'm saying? And the girl in the pink, Brittany, that's what she's given. She's like, I want to make it so easy for him and tempt him that he has no choice but to leave. But that's okay, because I be wanting state. I could be married to a state, but every now and then, shoot, I might want a hot dog. And so,
Well,
you know what I'm saying, that just because he come over there don't mean he gonna stay.
right. They all trying to be, to me, they want to do the same thing that happened. You know, they try to
Before.
be, yeah, they want to be like her. And it's like, that was a experience that just happened. I don't know.
Right.
I can't really put into words. They wanted to happen for them so bad like that. And I'm
Or
like,
at least push the envelope to the furthest point. To say that your man
yes,
or your woman cheated, or they're the other partner is being disrespectful. Just like I do like the way that
yes,
what's his name, Zay
handle it.
checked old girl. You
Yep,
know what I'm saying? Because he was like, well, she's over there. He's like, no, wait, we're not doing she. That's disrespectful. Do you mean
it
Jasmine's
was.
behind us? And when the way the girl was talking is almost like mistress code or
She
side
thought she was
piece,
Black China. She thought she was
uh
Black China. No,
side
ma'am.
piece code or whatever, because everybody knows if you dating a person with you be like, is he home or is
Right,
she home, or
right.
you gonna get away from him or her. You don't use names, because
Hmm.
then to put names on something would mean that you actually care, and or you would eventually know that this is an actual person. So they use the he, him, her,
Hmm.
she, they, or whatever, so you don't have to put a name on it. He corrected her real fast.
You did. I love that part. And I wasn't expecting it. The seasons has changed over time where people think that it's gonna be the same old thing with college, the same thing all over again. It's like, and every year it's like, no, it's not gonna be like that every time.
Mm-mm.
This was a one time, well, I can say one time thing. This was a thing that happened, but y'all looking for it every time. I'm trying to recreate it. Every time, to
Right.
me, it's crazy.
Just like with Otis and
Yes, yes,
Milan.
yes. I agree with that. That didn't make any sense, but I mean, what do you? We've been doing this and put a ring on it. Has been a part of us now. So what in the world you think is gonna come up now? Because to me, I don't see a lot of jealousy. I see a little bit of insecurity, but I don't see a lot of drama. Not saying I'm wanting it, but you know what I'm saying. I don't see a lot.
No, yeah, and I think it would be good for it to not be drama filled, and maybe they
Hmm.
can actually listen to that. Look, here I go, that lady, because she ain't a doctor. But
Uh-uh.
anyways, listen to Stacy, and in her advice or whatever.
Hmm.
I do think that with the couples, I don't know who gonna be together and who not, if folks don't correct, what they need to correct. But only thing I did see a little bit of jealousy, of course, with Zay looking at Jasmine on her date, and it seemed like Jasmine gave zero F's about
Girl,
Zay and his date. She was over there. She was engaged in the conversation.
yes,
She was laughing. She didn't even look over there that much. Like,
she didn't.
didn't have a care in the world. And I think had he not made that comment about old girl being pretty and off and
Hmm.
up in the ante or whatever, I think Jasmine probably would have cared about their date a little more. But I think because, he kind of set her off before the date, then she was like, skip him.
Well, yeah, yeah, but I think she's also in the same situation like Kat, where they're not feeling loved by their man or whatever, and
Right,
they want to have somebody else show them that. So I think it's the same situation, just different. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Just different. What do you think?
I do, because here's the thing, like, she was saying, like, how is it that you listening to this person verbatim that you just met 3 seconds ago, and
I
and
mean, you're
and
right.
and you can't do that for me, so it's kind of like, and then, like, his answers, well, I guess she just activated my listening skills, and I'd have been like, dude, I'll lay up with you every night. How is your listening
Mhm.
skills not
For
activated?
real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what
Hmm.
what is what is we doing here, if we not, you know what I'm saying? Like, is we playing games? Because I mean, like,
Mm.
I personally, in a heartbeat, would be like, look, is you gonna barbecue or meal do? Okay, because I
Mm.
got things to do and move around. And if you're not gonna respect the
Right.
playground. I can find somebody else who wants to come over here and
Yeah,
play.
yeah. And look, the way to me, the way it's looking, if some of them was to break up, why does it look like they'd be happier with the other person?
Or by themselves.
Well, I'm talking about like particular Cat and Ricky.
Oh yeah. And that just might be, and they talk about people being together because they don't feel like they have any other options, people being
Mm.
trauma bonded together or whatever. And people just get complacent. Although if I'm not getting what I want, I gotta move around. So I think that this is just gonna show them, like, I could actually see Kat and Marcus like being a couple. I could see Ricky and Sheila being a couple, because honestly Sheila looks more like his type based on the look of his ex-wife.
I'm trying to remember how his wife looked. She was light skinned or
She
something, right?
looked a lot like Sheila, she just had dark hair.
Okay, but sure, her hair was in locks, was it?
No, it wasn't. It
Okay,
was a weave of some sort, I think. But what I'm
not the
saying
weave.
is just the look, the
Okay, the
tattoos,
frame.
the
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, I don't know why I feel like that. She's I don't know. Just her Cat and Ricky to me do not seem like a match. Just the way he was responding. This man was damn near licking his wife up and down in the restaurant, and he was just like,
Yeah, he didn't say nothing, do
I was like,
nothing.
okay. But what else do we miss? What else? What else went on? What else went on? Anything? I mean, Stacey's animated every time, so we're used to that. So what else besides that? What's happening?
And just what is it, Jason Joya, what's his name? He was kind of, had a few little words
That's right.
for Jacoby and whatnot, and they had to, not break them up, but like, hey, get focused back on your date or whatever. But I mean, overall, the episode, it wasn't that much going on. It wasn't late breaking news or
Right.
nothing like that going on. So
But we got to get to know them and see different aspects. Like you were saying, the less drama, the more we get to know them. And
exactly,
we're getting to know Kat and all them, and people are looking at them like, why are y'all together?
exactly, because she could do better.
I just don't understand the dynamic. But I mean, it's not for me to understand anyway. We just do a commentary about it. But
Right.
who, Lord, girl, we got anything else? Because my food is here and I'm about to grub on. And I mean, I'm gonna say this: I feel like we're working up to something. What do you think about that with
Yeah,
this
there
season?
might be within, like, not maybe the next episode, but the
Hmm.
episode after.
I
I
agree.
I think that there might be something. I'm just saying because, usually there's a calm before the storm or whatever. And I mean, they have to have some major drama element in every season. That's what they do. That's, what we're here. Um, that's what we're here for. But I do feel like this is the calm before the storm.
So, guys, since Ready to Love has went off, we will probably be doing Put a Ring on it in its time slot at that time. So, just so who watching replay, it'll be all of us on at noon, like we did for Ready to Love. It'll just be a lot more dragging because that's how we do when we do Put a Ring on it. If you have not been here before,
Oh, Brian Wilson had a good question. He said the only question I have about Ricky's date is, will she put up with Ricky's living situation? She doesn't seem like the type to put up with a situation. Kat is tolerant of Ricky's situation because she moved here to be with him and they ain't got nowhere else to live.
well, I'll be quick. I'll be having Sheila on tomorrow, guys. So of course, yes, I have a few questions you ask when it pertains to that. If you are a member, DM me. Your question may be asked tomorrow. Tina,
Okay,
you got
cool.
any closing word, baby?
No,
What you
I'm
got?
just
What you got going on? What you got going on your channel?
uh let's see. We're gonna do Bad Boys. I don't know if they're when they're gonna do the Baddies West reunion, but we're gonna start doing Bad Boys Texas in the Baddies West slot on Tuesday. Snowfall is done, so I got to find
Yeah.
something to replace that. So, and then I got on Confessions channel the Love and Marriage Huntsville um panel. So I'm kind of just and then we have Sons of Anarchy also on her channel. So I'm just trying to find things to replace that. Jocelyn's Cabaret is supposed to be filming in New York and may be released late May or June.
Okay.
They say on the blog. So waiting on that to come back. So that's
Well,
pretty
for
much all I got going on.
well, tomorrow's the interview, and then also Love and Marriage DC, and then I start doing Huntsville as well. So, uh, you know, if you see Dina everywhere, she's doing double duty.
Right.
so, so tomorrow should be probably the same as Marriage to Love. Put a ring on it. If Love and Marriage DC comes on tomorrow, Love and Marriage DC, and then be Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then after that my interview, and then I'm resting because I'm off tomorrow night.
Sounds
So,
good.
all right, y'all. That being said, y'all, all my people's links are in the description already. Go follow Miss Dina Road to 1K. Go check out her content. I see that your video is doing the reunion preview is doing very well on your channel. I looked at that earlier. So yeah, it's popping. All right, y'all. With that being said, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna roll the final credits if I can find it. Oh, there it go. Bye.